Hello, Media Maniacs, and welcome back to another episode of Triple M. I'm your host, Jillian Richardson.
And I'm Grace Metcalf.
And let's get right into it. All right, so Mark Zuckerberg just announced what he's calling Meta Verified. So Meta's the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, and he's basically copying Twitter Blue. That's not what he said, but it's essentially what's happening. People can pay for a verification on both platforms, and what I thought is weird is it's two different prices if it is an app or on the web. So it's $12 on web and $15 on the app.
Huh.
Which, okay, if I was going to do that, I would do it the opposite, first of all. I don't really use, Instagram on the web ever. Do you?
Wait, is it more expensive on the app?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that would make sense because you
more people
use the
use
app
it.
more often, and
I
they're
guess
trying
that's
to
fair.
make money off it. Because
That's
they're like,
still
oh,
just
we
so
know you
weird.
want to use it on your phone, like on the actual app, rather
Yeah.
than online.
I don't know.
So-
And then do you have to pay two separate prices, do you think? I don't know. It just seems like a weird maneuver. You get a badge, more protection against impersonating accounts, which is what a checkmark does anyways.
Right.
And then increased visibility for other accounts to follow you, I guess.
Okay.
Which I don't know. It just seems like sort of a weird move. Also, Meta, the parent company, lost $600 billion in market value last year.
Oh.
So I think that's probably why they're doing it.
That's
maybe.
probably a good part of it.
But I don't know. Just weird. I don't know. Would you ever get it? I guess.
I feel like I don't really use social media enough where I'm like, oh yes, I should do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd even want to pay monthly for that.
I agree. That's steep.
I'm curious how a bunch of the creators or not creators, but
influencers
influencers feel about that.
I agree.
Do you hear much about that? People responding to it?
I haven't heard about a lot of responses. Pretty much everyone is just you're copying Elon Musk.
Yeah.
but other than that, what's also weird is it's not available for businesses yet.
Oh,
which
no?
is why did you even roll it out if you can't have businesses do it? Because I feel like they would be the most likely to pay for a service like that. But
I guess it would mostly be the bigger businesses. Maybe some smaller businesses, but
yeah,
I don't know.
And it said that previously checkmarked accounts are going to be unchanged. So probably the influencers don't even care because they're already verified.
So will they still have to pay or no?
I don't think so. It's just for people that are too small to have a verification but want one.
Oh.
Which
well, that's dumb. Why would you want to pay for a blue check mark?
I don't know.
I mean, why should you have to pay for extra protection? I mean,
well, yeah,
I feel like they definitely need to work on it. I've seen way too many people have their accounts hacked.
Yeah, so. I agree. Well, yeah, if you're gonna be protection against impersonation, but it's your platform, you control the number of impersonating accounts. Just fix that problem instead of making people pay for it.
Right.
But whatever. I don't know. So do you use Instagram at all? Or just not really?
I do a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll occasionally post on my own and then I'll help out with one of the other clubs, but
okay. Yeah, I think it is just weird. At least in my personal experience, it sort of seems like businesses are the main people that use Instagram for promoting themselves.
Right.
I feel like the everyday person is kind of over the meta verse in general, you know.
Well, I feel like at the same time with the influencers, everyone's like, oh, the influencer life looks so glamorous. They want to be part of that, so that's why they're like, hey, maybe if we make it so they pay, we'll make a profit off of this because there's so many people who are wanting to be an influencer.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I think it's ridiculous, but
I don't know. Do you think that it's gonna continue their decline, or do you think some people are actually yeah, let's do it?
I feel like it would be 50-50 maybe.
Yeah.
I'm curious because I feel like some people are like, oh yes, that sounds great. I want to be more on social media. This is going to be a good thing. And everyone else is going to be like, well, everything else is free. Why am I going to want to, like, pay for that? That's dumb. So they'll either just not pay for it, or they'll be like, I'm going to go to a different platform that doesn't require this. So maybe a new social media platform will kind of develop, and they'll be like, hey, we're not like these people. We're not going to make you pay for this.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, well, I think that's part of the whole, like, Instagram, like, you want the Instagram lifestyle, is that like, TikTok is just, like, going crazy right now. I feel like that's the main platform that people are focused on.
Right.
So, like, now it's 2 other, like, major competitors, I would say, are now making people pay.
Right.
I feel like that's only going to hurt them.
Yeah, it's definitely going to drive more people to go to TikTok.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just...
maybe Instagram Reels will not save them. Believe it or not. That's crazy. All right. For our next topic, so Kelsea Ballerini, who's a country singer, just came out with a new EP on Valentine's Day. And the best part is that it's all about her divorce. I love that for her. That's such a power move. So I didn't even know who her husband was, if I'm going to be honest. But she was married to this guy named Morgan Evans, who's also a country singer, except no one knows who he is. Do you know who he is?
I was going to say no. And I do listen to a decent amount of country music.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it just, I don't know. So she also just went on Call Her Daddy to, like, do a podcast to do, like, all of the details behind what happened. And it basically, so what happened is Morgan Evans just came out with a song about how she was, like, she completely blindsided him and, like, all of this stuff. And so in response, she came out with a song called Blindsided. And the main, like, chorus of it is, were you blindsided or were you just blind? Which, like... were you just being dumb? Like, were you just not paying attention to me? But
yeah,
I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah. Do you listen to Kelsea Ballerini at all?
Honestly, I didn't really know who she was for the longest time, and then I didn't even know she was a country artist at first, because the first song I heard with her in it was This Feeling, which was made by the Chainsmokers featuring her.
Oh, I didn't even know that was her. That's crazy.
And it's just weird because that's definitely not a country song. And then I heard a little bit, so I went and listened to a few of her songs, and I like her music. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, she has good stuff. But yeah, and then he's apparently asking for half in the divorce. Like, they had, like, a prenup, but he's still asking for half. And her thing is that she's way more successful than him.
Okay.
And so she's like, absolutely not. I was putting all of the work into the relationship and financially.
Yeah.
So she's like, no, absolutely not. But
and he did sign a prenup, and he's like, give me half of your stuff?
I think so. That's my understanding, at least, is that there was, like, a previous agreement, but I don't know if, like, it was some weird thing where, like, they weren't sure if, like, they were going to be the same level of success or, like, what exactly was going on. Because I've kind of known about her for, like, a while. Like, she's definitely not the most popular person ever, but, like, she was at, like, an after party with Taylor Swift after the Grammys, like, a few weeks ago. Like, that's how popular she is. So, like...
I had no idea.
I don't know. But, yeah.
I will say, that's really interesting, because normally in that situation, the roles are reversed. So...
especially in country music, it's, like, so male-dominated.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I really like her. Have you listened to her EP at all? Like, the new album?
I listened to a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the names.
That's okay.
But I think one of them, it's, like, her second most listened to song already.
Oh, really?
Like, so, yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
I think it was it's probably Blindsided. I know that that's one of the most popular.
I think that's one of them. I think it's, like, I don't remember. Something. That's all I remember.
Okay. Yeah, but I really like it. I feel like it's sort of, like, more, like, emotionally, like, I don't know. Because country music a lot of the time is, like, trucks and beer. And, like, if you're a girl, then maybe it's, like, I loved this man. But, like, I feel like it's sort of more, like, emotional and, like, more in tune with, like, pop music while still remaining, like, country music. So I really like her.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, guys. For our next section, we did a little cooking segment with Dylan and Gio. Let's see how they did with their pickle and cheese experiment. Hey guys! Welcome back to Music, Media, and More. Today, for our first cooking segment ever, we will be making pickle roll-ups. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Do you guys like pickles or cheese?
I've never had a pickle in my life.
That's good.
The only green thing I eat is gushers.
Okay, great start. Alright guys, let's see how we did.
Okay, so starting off, we're going to be using this extra virgin olive oil and just... So you're going to want to make sure you get the olive oil all over. This is what you have to do when you're too poor to afford. Spray olive oil. I think that's good enough. And then you get the cheese. The provolone. I would say this is a struggle. If you're combining cheese and pickles, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
No sane person or sober person would ever think of having this. So you take the cheese, just smack it on.
Who's supposed to eat this?
Not me.
I'm supposed to eat it?
Do you want to eat it? You might not have a choice. You might have to eat it.
I can eat it. I've been struggling my whole life.
I'm not going to comment on that.
It's melting. It turned into
Cheese.
liquid.
Well, that's what happens when cheese goes on a hot circuit. That is actually a lot of bubbles. Now we get the pickles.
The way it's looking, I'm like doing nothing.
Be aware of pickle juice. You put the pickle onto the cheese, and then now comes the fun part. It's okay, I've worked in a kitchen before.
That's horrible.
I mean, to be fair, I was a dishwasher, but it's basically the same thing. It's not turning brown. How long does cheese take to turn brown? Okay, I'll try more. So, as you can see, the cheese is currently yellow, so I'm letting it mellow. I'm waiting until it's brown before flushing it down. Oh, that's an extra moist pickle. Okay. Wait, oh, I think I got this one. Voila. Bon appetit.
Kind of nervous, man.
How do you think I was making it? It looks fine. That's the normal shape a pickle should be.
Pretty okay.
Oh.
But I'll probably do it like this. Like,
So.
take the cheese off. Just pickle.
Okay, that just defeated the whole purpose of my... I got burned making that, but you know, that's totally fine.
My stomach is rumbling.
What?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh. Well then don't eat that.
Where's the restaurant?
I don't know. I don't live here.
Where is the restaurant?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright guys, how was your guys' experience? Dylan, would you ever make this again?
God, no. Absolutely not. Just for the sake of everyone else, I would never. No.
Okay. No, that's okay. Gio, how was your experience?
I'm only eating on my burgers. That's it.
Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's little cooking segment. We'll see you guys back in the studio. Bye! Oh my god, that was such a disaster. It was so funny. My favorite part was Dylan like panically looking around for a bathroom in a kitchen. I was like, what are you looking for right now? But oh my god, what a time. All right, for our last topic, Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner were just spotted on a date. And they were on a double date with Hailey and Justin Bieber, and the rumors are flying that they're dating. I guess he literally just moved to Los Angeles like a week ago, which like power move. Yeah. Move to Los Angeles, immediately date a Kardashian. Like I can kind of respect it, but I don't know. And then also Kendall Jenner's ex, Devin Booker, also just recently unfollowed her on Instagram, which I didn't even know anything about him, if I'm gonna be honest. Like he's a basketball player, and like I know that she was there sometimes, but like very not committed to that relationship. Sorry, Devin, whatever. But I don't know, there's been all of these memes though. This has been my favorite part of them talking. There's been all of these memes where it's like them trying to communicate to each other, and it's like habla inglés. Sí. And it's just oh yeah, really good. But I don't know. Do you like either of them? Have you been?
I
Are you
mean,
involved in this relationship at all?
I don't really care too much. I've listened to some of his music, but I'm not like invested. I've never been a big Kardashian person.
That's fair.
Too dramatic. It's too much. I'm like,
that's fair.
Not my cup of tea. But
I just think that like physically they're just like a very funny looking couple, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just have very different vibes. In my opinion, I'm not like a big fan of either of them either, but like Bad Bunny gives like, I'm doing my thing, I'm wearing colorful outfits, we're vibing, and Kendall Jenner is like, in like nude clothing, like it's very different. But I don't know. Do you think that they would be a good couple?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, going back to, because you were talking about the memes, my favorite on TikTok I saw was a video where they're making fun of like the communicating piece, and then it's her going to cut the cucumber, and she just goes, because she like to cut.
I think I saw that one too. They were like at a restaurant, and she's like, "Do you want a cucumber?" And someone brings out a cucumber, and she's like,
"It was like el cucumbre."
El cucumbre. It's Spanish if you put L in front of it. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that they're vibing if they like are going on dates together. But I'm just imagining Bad Bunny with like all of these like super like pretentious white people at this double date, and he's like,
I feel like it kind of came a little out of nowhere.
And
honestly, it could be just to, you know, boost each other up a little bit.
Maybe he's
get
coming
their
out
names
with an
out
album
there
soon or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
I don't know. All right, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this week's episode of Triple M. I've been your host, Jillian Richardson.
And I've been Grace Metcalf.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.